All right. I'm a songwriter basically, and I just kind of croak them out. But
Okay.
this is a song I wrote a long time ago, a simple song, and I want to start with it because I wrote it long before I understood what it meant, and God has held me to this song for many years now.
Let me remind you before you get into your song that you got to ask. Go ahead and switch over to original sound, and I'll mute it out.
Switch it over, yeah. All right, here we go. Is it on? There we go. Are we good? All right. Okay. Are we on? Okay. I lost you.
Yes.
Yeah. You're
Okay. Good. It was shocking to see my face there. All right. This is "I Will Follow You." It's called "I Will Follow You, even though I can't see what the future holds. Lord, I know you hold me in your hand, guiding me faithfully. Jesus, I will follow you. I will follow you, even though I can't see what the future holds. Lord, I know you hold me in your hand, guiding me faithfully. Jesus, I will follow you. When I fall behind, when I run ahead, help me to return to the place where I began, to hear the call of your unfolding plan. Jesus, I will follow you. I will follow you, even though I can't see what the future holds. Lord, I know you hold me in your hand, guiding me faithfully. Jesus, I will follow you. Jesus, I will follow you. Jesus, I will follow you. So that's just a simple song.
That's nice. I have a question for you.
You do.
How close is your guitar to your mic?
You can't hear the guitar? Okay.
No, we can hear the guitar.
It's a little too loud.
It's too loud? Okay. I'll get closer to the mic. All right.
I'm thinking the guitar
right.
should be close because it's picking up and
Okay.
might be distorting.
All right, that's okay. I'll play a little softer. How's that? I'll try that. I have another song, and I've been a pastor for lots of years now. And when I was starting out, I was also a house painter because I've started new churches, so they could never pay me. But so one day I was painting a house in Boca Raton for a really rich guy, and I was not happy about it because I wasn't making enough money to live, to provide for my family, and I was just mad at God, and so I had to get out of that house, and I thought it was kind of odd that this rich guy lived in Boca Raton. Boca Raton means mouth of the rat, so people love to live there for some reason. Anyway, it's a beautiful place. So I went to the water, I went to the ocean to sit down for a minute to clear my head, and I was just mad. And I sat on a bench, and a man came and sat next to me, and he was obviously homeless. And I was a pastor. I know I'm supposed to talk to him and tell him the good news, and tell him about God's love. But I crossed my arms and said, God, I'm not going to do it. I'm too mad. And I was just steaming mad. And so the man said, hey, what's your name? And I said, okay, God, I'm just going to tell him my name. I said, Jim. And then he said, I know a place where we can get some food. It's down the street at a church. And I looked at myself, and I was dirty. I was covered with paint, and I was sitting on a park bench, and he thought I was homeless too. So I said, no, thank you. And I was beginning to be embarrassed, and I said, no, thank you. I'm not hungry. And then he said, he pulled out a little booklet, and he said, can I read you something? And I got it at the church where they serve the food, and it's one of those little booklets that tells about the path to God. Remember those? So he opened it up, and he read it to me the whole way through, and now I'm really not. I'm really embarrassed, and I'm just sinking in my chair, and I'm saying, God, I can't tell him now. I'm too embarrassed. And he read me the whole book, and he read a prayer at the end, and he said, can you read this prayer after me? And I did that, and this man led me to Christ. And then I said, he said, you sure you don't want to eat? I said, no. And he left, and I sat there in repentance, and I wrote this song as a repentance, and it goes like this. Is the guitar too loud now? Is that right? Lord, here I am, waiting now to hear your voice. I made my stand, I've made my choice to follow you. Lord, speak to me, I need to hear your gentle call. I give my life, I give my all to follow you. And I wanna be found faithful, I wanna be found by you when you come to take your children home again. And I wanna be found serving, 'cause when I touch the least of these, I know that in that touch I'll feel your hand. Till then, Lord, here I am. I need to feel your presence here. Your perfect love casts out my fear to follow you. Lord, here I am, waiting now to hear your voice. I've made my stand, I've made my choice to follow you. And I wanna be found serving, I wanna be found by you when you come to take your children home again. And I wanna be found serving, 'cause when I touch the least of these, I know that in that touch I'll feel your hand. Till then, I wanna be faithful till then, and I wanna be found by you. I wanna be serving, and I wanna be found faithful. I wanna be found by you when you come to take your children home again. And I wanna be found serving, 'cause when I touch the least of these, I know that in that touch I'll feel your hand. Till then, so
Good one.
Awesome.
thank you. Yeah, and there's one other, if we're called to follow him, then as John was saying, God has a way for us to live, and it is a way to show love to people. It's a way to be kind. It's a way to help them when they need help, and so this is a song I wrote for actually a kids group So, and it's called Two Coats. It goes like this. It's from Luke chapter 3, verse 11, when John the Baptist was yelling at the people for how they were living, and they said, "Then what can we do?" And he said, "Well, if you have two coats, give one, and if you have some food, share that." And that's basically what he said. And so the gospel is so simple when it's lived out, but it goes like this. If you have two coats and you see someone who has no coat, then give him one. Then you'll both be warm when the cold rains come. If you have two coats and you see someone, if you do not love the one you see, then how, my child, will you love me? Whatever you do to the least of these, you also do to me. If you have two coats and you see someone who has no coat, give him one. Then you'll both be warm when the cold rains come. If you have two coats and you see someone, if you say be blessed and on your way, how can she eat the words you say? Whatever you feed to the least of these, you also feed to me. If you have two coats and you see someone who has no coat, give him one. Then you'll both be warm when the cold rains come. If you have two coats and you see someone, if you only love those who love you, how is that different than what the world will do? Whatever you do to your enemy, you also do to me. If you have two coats, you see someone who has no coat, give him one. Then you'll both be warm when the cold rains come. If you have two coats, if you have two coats, if you have two coats, and you see someone. That's it. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Beautiful. I saw people in our group liking it too.
Is the balance okay still?
Yeah, you sound good now.
Okay. Well, I have one more song. Is that all right?
That is. It is. Go ahead.
Okay. This was a conversation I had. I imagined this conversation, actually. Imagined having... Oh, wait. I had to borrow a guitar today. I'm actually visiting my son in Florida. So, there we go. This is a conversation that I imagine having with God, because, I argue with him all the time when I know what I'm supposed to do, don't you? And so this is an imagined conversation with the Lord. Conversation with the Lord the other day. This is how it went. This is what we had to say. I said, I'm getting ready, I'm getting prepared. I'm gathering all the information shared. I'm reading all the books and the truth I underline. There's so much to learn and so little time. He said, You say you love me, but today it passed me by. I needed some cold water, see my cup was almost dry. But you were reading something, and I couldn't catch your eye. And I said, but I serve on 3 committees, I never miss my quiet time. I give 10% in the offering, and I keep my kids in line most of the time. I never miss a Sunday, I eat the bread and drink the wine. But I've had some questions lately, won't you give me some kind of sign? And he said, you're looking for a sign, but I'm looking for your heart. You sacrifice your stuff, but without mercy you can't start. If you could see how much I gave to you, but you only see a part. And I said, when I see it scares me, I don't know where it will lead. I've already got my 5-year plan, and I thought we had agreed to keep things just the way they are. I thought it out, you see. I'm asking you to bless my plans. It makes sense to me. He said, it doesn't have to make sense to you to be my plan. I know you've heard the stories of the way I've shown my hand. I'm asking you to find yourself in my story. I know you can. He said, let's see. Well, then I said, I guess I'll try to trust you to listen and obey. See how much trouble I had saying that to him? I guess I'll try to trust you to listen and obey. I know deep in my heart that there is no other way. To be faithful, to find purpose, to find happiness and peace. I submit myself to you. Won't you help my faith increase? And he said, now we're making progress. I can take a prayer so bold. I'm asking. And he said, now we're making progress. I can take a prayer so bold and use it to create in you a new heart for the old. So get ready for adventures like the stories you've heard told. Conversation with the Lord the other day. I don't know where he'll lead me, but I know